Okay, this week I'm in New York, next week I'm in Denver, and I'll tell you about my trip. I'm heading to the event of the Web3 Familia folks. I had a couple of calls. See you at the event.
There is a salsa class happening at the other side. I want to share a little bit about Rayo Capital Group as a whole, what we do, and then also as a community, all the work that we've been doing for the past couple of years. One of the portfolio companies that I'm an angel investor in is here today, and Bando, they'll be giving a quick little presentation. All right, take it away.
Thank you, Chris. Well, thank you for hosting me. I'm really excited to be here. And I'm the founder of Bando. We're building the on-chain spending protocol. So in a couple of months, you're gonna see a new option in basically all of your wallets that is spend, and we are enabling that. Okay, the Web3 Familia event is about to finish. And Chris, tell us about Web3 Familia, Rayo Capital.
Of course. So, hi, my name is Christian. I'm the founder of Rayo Capital Group. We're an investment and advisory firm in Web3. And Web3 Familia is actually our community for founders and developers. We've done events across the United States and across the world. And I would say the majority of the activations that we've done have been in the Americas. So, across the US, but also Latin America. So, Mexico, Colombia, Brazil, Argentina have been some of the places that we've built community, done community, and have put forth intentional programming to be able to attract and engage and eventually invest in top technical talent from the region. So that's a little bit about what we do. And yeah, stay tuned. Follow us across our socials or our website, which is rayo.capital.
Okay, everybody, really follow this guy. He's great. Angel investor in Bando.
Let's go.
And see you in the next stop.
Bullish on the team, bullish on the guy, okay?
Amazing. Let's
team.
do it. I'm coming back from the Web3 Family event. It was really productive. I got to present what we're building at Bando. I also meet a couple of really interesting people. There's this guy that just moved from Bangalore to New York. And as I said previously, New York has this vibe that it's attracting a lot of talent. My hands are freezing. We are like -4 degrees right now, but I'll do everything for these vlogs. See you. New York is freezing today, -8 degrees. And I just had breakfast with Sergito. He told me the whole story about how he bought the IP of Meebits, one of the most legendary NFT collections. Dude, so what's the story of Meebits? How did you end up there?
Yeah, so Meebits are, as you know, the third project by Larva Labs. And, Larva pretty much invented the NFT space, first with punks, and then with autoglyphs. And so they took a few years building their third project called Meebits, that it's digital sculptures in 3D.
Okay.
They use them for like 3D avatars for the metaverse. And what happened was in 21, when they launched them, that's when Yuga and other projects started launching like the concept of utility.
Yeah.
And pretty much people were just expecting to sit there and like receive a lot of like things, airdrop, and have the project team just give you things and work for the project. Instead, Larva's mode, as they did with punks, was just to give them out to the community. Well, Meebits were minted for a price, but for the community to take them and build on their own.
Yeah.
And so it completely changed like the game for NFTs, and Meebits kind of just fell to the wayside of the NFT community mindset. Fast forward to March of 2022, and Yuga Labs bought Meebits from Larva Labs because Yuga needed more 3D avatars for their other side. Yeah. And so Larva sold them along with the punks, and then Yuga's plans kind of like were a little slower to develop the other side. I think it's a huge endeavor for them to really build this incredible metaverse. And they didn't end up having the bandwidth to really develop them. And they didn't want to just do whatever it was for Meebits because they're a very special collection having the Larva Labs provenance. And fast forward now a couple more years, And I have been a vocal community member for the Meebits, and now that you guys decided to really focus on the Bored Ape Yacht Club, the other side, and Ape Chain, they decided to sell them to a new company that I started.
How did you bought them?
I've been in contact with the team for a while, given that I was a very outspoken supporter and community member. And part of the conversations in December, they told me, we're refining our focus to Bored Apes and other side, and our work on Ape Chain, supporting teams there. Would you be open to putting a deal together? And so start a new company, raise some funding from a VC, and we bought them. We announced that on Valentine's Day.
Amazing, dude. Congrats.
Thanks.
Let's do it. Thank you, man. Right now I'm going to a cafe to get some work done.
Otros once bonitas que veo en San Juan, disfrutando de todas esas cosas que extrañan los que se van.
I just finished an important meeting, and after this type of meetings, I really like putting everything just in paper and then transcribing that into a message for the team, for them to know what I was thinking and what's the result of the things that we'll do. So I'm just doing that. This is what we eat.
New York, you're safer, and you're wasting my time. Our records all show you were filthy but fine. But they shuttered your stuff.
Alan,
La DJ.
¿vas a salir en el blog?
Hola.
Voy a grabar más contenido y tú pásame el feedback.
Va, yo te digo que show.
Órale.
Saludos, mamá.
A ver, manda saludos otra vez.
Saludos, mamá.
Venga.
Te lo voy a mandar para que lo veas.
¿Dónde estás, Guayabas?
En Mountain Down, en Salt Lake City, Utah, con muchos developers de Solana,
A huevo, a ver,
con la comunidad de Solana.
enséñanos la vista.
Ahí va, de nuevo.
Ah, perro. A ver, haz la guayaba señal que la gente le gusta. I'm closing the third day of my visit here in New York. It was a really good, intense day. In the morning, I met Sergito. Listening to his story of how they bought Meebits is amazing. I think that we need to have them back in the podcast. I had a couple of meetings with potential investors that I think that will connect with them along the way. It was also a great day because we refined a lot of our strategy. Guayabas right now is in Salt Lake City, in Mountain Dow with the Solana community. He showed me the office where they're working, and it looks really cool. And it's really cool to see that Guayabas is in Salt Lake City. I'm in New York. Lalo today was flying to Houston because he's heading to East Denver. And we're all basically focused on making Bando happen. I'm going to talk a little bit more later on my feelings on New York, but the key message is that this city feels like the crypto capital, really. I don't know if it's just because I'm really close to the news and I feel really optimistic of what we're building as an industry. It's the Penn Blockchain Conference, and Chris from Rayo Capital told me that we needed to go, so we're heading there. We're sleeping in Pennsylvania, and I think that in the morning I'll do the classical Rocky statue run. I'm excited for that. I'll do the whole cliche thing. I'll play the music, do the steps, do the running, and I'll let you know how it goes and follow me. And yeah, that was the day. Tomorrow's gonna be exciting, and come along. Let's see what happens. Chris just arrived. We're heading to Pennsylvania. That's gonna be our ride. I'll tell you how it goes.
No es un verano en Nueva York, pero es un invierno. ¿Cómo estás?
¿Es tu hermano?
Aquí, mira,
Yeah,
Julián.
man. Abraham, ¿cómo te va? Mucho gusto.
Con encanto y con primor, solo tienes que vivir un verano en Nueva York.
Where are we, Chris?
Huh?
Where are we?
We're at the Penn Blockchain Conference at Penn University.
Let's do it. So this is the student hackathon in Penn. Take a look at it. A lot of teams working in crypto stuff. in Penn's Blockchain Conference. Let's go downstairs. I'll give you a quick tour how it looks like. A lot of different restaurants here. This feels like a classical American university, and it looks like it is one of the Ivy Leagues. Cool experience being here. So I'm looking for a place to record this week's Frontera. There are a bunch of rooms here, but all of them are locked, so let's explore. It's freezing right now. We are at -3 degrees. I just left the conference, the Penn Blockchain Conference. It's really cool being at U Penn. This is a really historic place. This is where Elon Musk studied. Also, Philadelphia. U Penn is in Philadelphia, and in this town is where the founding fathers of America created the Constitution. There is the Rocky Steps that I'm gonna go there. I think that tomorrow I'll have an early run. If Rocky can run at freezing cold, I can do so too. And the best thing of this conference is that it's a really small conference, and connecting with the speakers is really easy. So I'm chatting with some of them today. Also, I just recorded the Frontera episode about what happened in Milei, so go check that out. We're doing some great progress there. I met some people that really like and listen to Frontera. I need to turn this up because it's freezing, so come along to the conference.
Anyone who's helping us.
Guys, give me your general impressions of today.
It was good, man. I knew half the people there. It was dope. Como que estuvo. It was good catching up. Hablé con muchos estudiantes.
Yeah.
Super energéticos. Quieren aprender. Founders, researchers, investors. Como que es super cool ver que están experimentando con tokens. I love this one, man.
It seems that year over year they're growing, right?
I would say, yeah. I think even the first year was really good, quality speakers. Lo bueno es que traen como builders and founders en el ecosistema. So it's good to hear not only just the investor perspective, pero también the founder perspective.
Yep. My general take, I think, I'm not used to these small conferences with high talent density in the speakers.
Oh wow.
I think that's that's not common in crypto. Where
That's very common here.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Like maybe because I go to these huge events like ETHCC. In those,
esos son diferentes.
Yeah, those are huge events with a really high talent density in the speakers. One of my realizations in this trip is I really see that this part of the U.S., New York and Philly, everything surrounding New York.
New York is the epicenter.
Exactly, New York is the epicenter, and it's completely different than other regions in the world. What about you, Julian? What was the main insights of the conference?
Good panels, but you can tell it's a very fragmented market, and it sounds like it's going to be a lot of roll-ups, consolidation over the next coming years.
Yeah.
That's very obvious.
Yeah. There's no differentiation right now.
Very little, that's right. And everyone's fighting for the same user base, so
yeah.
Not a bad thing, but there's going to be consolidation for sure.
Yeah, completely agree. Ooh. We made it.
I can't feel my thumbs.
Yo, my fingers Le estaba diciendo a Abe que no me acordaba, no sabía que tu nombre era Eduardo.
¿Estás jugando con el Chris?
Sí.
Mira, para que salgas en el blog, güey.
Saludos, blog.
Dice que mañana se va a poner shorts en el frío. Estamos a -4 y que va a correr las escaleras de Rocky, ¿ah?
Va a estar para.
Sí, o sea, eso lo voy a hacer seguro. No sé cuándo vuelvo a venir a Filadelfia en mi vida, o sea.
Sí.
Tú tienes que salir con él, Chris.
No jodas la vida. Yo voy a estar ahí atrás de él como en la cámara.
Chido, nos vemos, hermano.
Ya, un placer, ¿ah? Chao. Bye.
Vamos a comer. Okay, it's 7:30 in the morning. It's -5 degrees Celsius out there. I'll go to the Rocky statue. Obviously, I'm in Philadelphia, so I should do this. Rocky statue, the objective. Let's go. So yesterday we arrived to Philadelphia, and I think I've loved this city. I've only been for one day, but it's been really great. The panels were great. Today we're going to the conference. I'm recording the Navegando of this week that if you didn't see it, we can put it here. Then we're heading back to New York. I'm really grateful for Chris and JC that hosted me, give me a ride to Philly. So yeah, excited for what's happening today. The all-American breakfast.
Sausage, egg and cheese. Yo diría que tienes que, no, yo probaron bacon, egg and cheese.
Bacon, egg and cheese. I love that.
Alright, let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Bye, casita.
Gracias, casa. What's today's objectives?
Their objectives is to be happy, to smile, and to connect with more people in the blockchain industry.
On the top floor of the venue, we have the Penn Museum. Just take a look at this. I think that this is one of the most beautiful venues where I've been in a crypto conference, so very cool, really exciting. Afterwards is a panel with Cathy Wood and Yano from Blockworks. We're gonna have a quick bite, and I'll show you the panel of Yano and Cathy.
So you think the tariffs were basically this ploy to get all the visa?
I think tariffs definitely a negotiating tool for Trump, because we're so associated with digital assets, crypto. You know, they've wanted to know what we think, and what I am sensing out there is a very friendly administration. Sure, Trump says it, and David Sachs great, but some of the people that they're hiring in are going to do great things for our country in terms of putting us on top once again. The reason I founded ARC was to allocate capital to its highest and best use and get away from passive. Well, clearly I was 10 years too early, right? We have delivered a 13% compound annual rate of return. Our aim is at least 15% on an annualized basis, and we should. Our companies are growing so quickly. Yeah. They're just spending a lot investing, and people don't like that.
Yeah.
First off, I love what you guys are doing. Espacio Crypto is probably one of the most exciting media companies in the industry today, and there's probably one reason for that. I mean, you guys are. When I talk to you, I puts a big smile on my face, because you guys are where Blockworks was a few years ago, and the story of Blockworks was like growing like this, and then just kind of runaway growth. And I think you guys are a few years out. Like, you guys are where we were a few years ago. And the biggest, if you talk to any of the big companies in the industry, right? Coinbase, Circle, Binance, Avalanche, Solana, whoever it may be, they will tell you that Latin America is at the very top of their priority list for go-to-market, and you guys have that market locked down. So I'm excited about it. Payments, your wallet will, the way that our world is set up today is very account-based. And so what that means is you'll have a Bank of America account, you'll have a Bitso account, you'll have your wallet account, you'll have your Coinbase account, you'll have your JP Morgan account, very account-based. The future of, I think, financial ownership is basically just having a wallet that travels everywhere with you, and your wallet's got everything in it. Your wallet is what you use to pay for consumer goods with stablecoins, your wallet has your crypto, your wallet has your equities, and that's the future. So I like what you guys are doing, and also it's just very needed, right? Because all the transactions in the industry are peer-to-peer, on dexes, swapping stable coins, buying meme coins, things like that. I think it's we need to turn the wallet into a place where people actually use their wallet for consumer goods and payments. So I like it. We are transitioning from a media company into a data company. In an AI-driven world, there are only two things that matter, I believe. There's unique and proprietary data, and there's distribution. And we own the distribution layer with media, and we are now owning proprietary data with our data platform. So I'm bullish on it.
I just had a great meeting with Yano, the founder of Blockworks. I really loved it. We talked a lot of founder stuff. I asked for advice around Espacio Crypto, also around Bando, and something that I really like about him is that we met in the Bitcoin conference in 2021 or 2022, sharing an Uber, super random. We were at an investors event and we were going to a paddle club, and I asked for an Uber and he told me, dude, are you going to the paddle thing? And I said, okay, yeah, hop in, and that's how we met. It's been a long time, like 4 years ago we did that, and I frequently ask for advice, and we don't have like a frequent conversation, but every time that we chat it's been really helpful. Also, he helped us invite Santi Roel to the podcast, to Espacio Crypto, and it was great. And I'm really grateful of those type of people building in crypto, because they are founders that inspire other founders. So it was really a great conversation. I think that was the highlight of my visit to the Penn Blockchain Conference. That one and my conversation with the guy from NVIDIA talking about AI, I don't know, it was great. So now we're heading back to New York, and I need to hug Chris and JC because they waited for me, so they're the best. See you in New York.
Sheila goes out with her mate Stella. It gets poured all over her fella, cause she says money ain't no better than the next man kicking up fuss. Drunk she stumbles down by a river, screams calling London. None of us heard her coming. I guess the car.
Muchachos.
Muchas gracias,
No, tranquilo.
Bro, let's take a final picture. This guy's rock. Thank you for the trip. See you, Denver.
Yeah. Let's go.
I'm just coming back from this Philly trip with Chris and JC, the Web3 familia and Rayo Capital guys, and I don't know, I just feel really grateful because they were really kind to me. They picked me up in Brooklyn, where I'm staying in my friend's apartment, and we drove to Philly. The conference was really good. Then I did the Rocky Steps. Then it was the conference with Cathy Wood that was super, really great, insightful and inspiring chat between Cathy Woods and Yano. And afterwards, I had a great conversation with Yano. I told you in the past clip. And I don't know, I feel that these type of trips are push you forward as a founder. Why? Because obviously it's a lot of work, because I still need to do a bunch of stuff, and I think that I'm gonna work a little bit, a couple of hours now. But it's so fulfilling just to see that you're making progress in your product, in your industry, in the way that you're building, watching the numbers grow, pushing every day. So it's been a great week in New York. On Tuesday is my birthday, so I'm gonna do a little celebration with some New Yorker friends. So it's gonna be exciting. Gracias por editar esto, Alan, y keep that in the video. Alan is our editor, so thank that guy. Okay, it's Saturday. We just recorded the Navegando of this week. We chat about Milei. We discussed the hack on Meebit, and you can watch it here, just here. And today I'm gonna go to the MoMA. I'm gonna go to the museum. I really love that museum. Then I'm gonna have some Vietnamese food and meet some friends. This is the week before my birthday, so I'm excited for it. That's my friend Molicha. Say hello, Molicha.
Hello.
So we're going to the MoMA. Molicha, thank you for hosting me.
So happy to host.
Let's go.
Freedom of jail, clips inserted. A baby's being born, same time a man is murdered. The beginning and end. As far as rap goes, it's only natural. I explain my plateau and also what defines my name.
Something that I love of this type of museums is that they are like a way to expand your creativity. So you see some of the best artists in the world in just one place, and how art has evolved. And I see like a clear combination between technology and art. For example, in this last room, the main topic was about how industrialization during the First World War impacted art. And I don't know, it's just so obvious. Techniques vary, narratives vary. The topic of the room was, we are living in the age of machines. And basically that's where we're living today. Now we're living maybe in the age of human machines, with all the supplements that we have, all the data that we carry. I don't know. Really, I love coming to these museums. This room is another example of how technology changes art. It's about how the industrial age modifies architecture. So basically how the car and Henry Ford modified everything. So that's it, Molicha.
Very interesting.
Mexican paintings. This is similar to how meme coin traders behave. Here we have two pieces of great design in history. Classical chair, everyone sat, and cracks. I think that sometimes we forget how we're living something that we wanted some years ago. And those moments of reflection are super relevant to ground us and to remember that everything is basically a common path, something that we're going through. We're all trying to do our best. There's a lot of people making a lot of decisions every day, and those decisions materialize in things that we cannot understand how they are going to impact in the future. Today we just need to be giving everything we've got and trying to push towards the objectives. And I know that that narrative of pushing towards our objectives sometimes might feel like this classical, you'll work and you'll get it, and that, nah. And I know that maybe that narrative of pushing all the time, a lot of people will say that we need to have to rest and do certain stuff, and I agree. But I think that even in rest, there's a common path towards growth. There are different habits that you can do that help you grow in the middle term. And I think it's important to just take a moment, realize how today we're living the dream that we planned a couple of years ago, and have a moment to enjoy that. I have a thing for places like this, so let's see how it goes. I just love bookshops. I'm off the bookshop and I just bought 2 books. I think it's really hard for me to not buy more books, but I don't have a lot of luggage. I bought this one, The Theory That Changed Everything. It's an interesting topic about how the theory Charles Darwin created changed a lot of how we understand the world. I'll tell you when I read them. Alan, estoy sentado en Central Park, voy a leer un rato, tomo un par de beauty shots de la ciudad y incluye esta rola, por favor.